Hello and welcome. This video is to make sure that all of you are able to properly sign up for your Paideia activities. The system that we use for sign up is pretty straightforward and basic, but people do have trouble every single year with it, so I want to make sure that we can be as clear as possible. Okay, so if you have any questions at all, please email me. This is Tom. You can stop by and see me in room 306 inside the computer lab, or send a message to the email address that you see there below. Okay. Now, the way you're going to access the sign up system is either through the email that I'm going to send out to you the day before signups begin, or when you log into the portal, you should see at the top in yellow a bar that looks like this that will have links to access the system. It's important you realize there are two different links depending on whether you're at PVPA using our Wi-Fi or you're outside of PVPA. Okay, so if you're at PVPA but you use a hotspot, you're using your own data plan, then you would use the not using PVPA internet link. Okay, so only if you're connected to the PVPA student Wi-Fi or using a school computer should you use the top link. If you're at home or you're on a mobile device not using PVP Wi-Fi, use the bottom link. Okay, is that real clear? I hope. If one link doesn't work, just try the other one. That's the bottom line. Okay. Now, when you actually do the link, one of a few things will happen. If you don't follow the proper link, if you don't use the one that I give you in PowerSchool or in an email, you might get a screen that says you haven't visited this site from the student portal. Make sure you log in there and follow the link to make sure your requests are properly recorded. Okay, so if you're seeing this message, the link that you're using is incorrect. Make sure you're getting it from the right place. Okay, that's one thing. The next thing that could happen is if your grade hasn't started sign up yet, then you're going to see this message. Right? So I believe we're going to be launching the signups each day to begin at 12:15. So right after you get to lunch. So if you try going in there before 12:15 on your sign up day, you're going to see this message. Okay. The other thing that can happen is it's possible that you've already been placed in an all-day activity. If you have a audition class that you're in, like the musical or mock trial, that's an all-day activity. You don't need to sign up for something, and so we've got that already in the system. When you come, it's going to tell you you're already in an all-day audition, or if you have independent study that's been approved, you don't need to sign up for anything either. Okay, so this error message basically just means you're already signed up for stuff and you don't have to make any choices. If you believe that's an error, please reach out to us. Okay, somebody on the admin team. I'm going to be trying to send a communication out to everybody in advance to let you know, hey, according to our records, you're signed up for this audition activity. Okay, so that should give you an opportunity to reach out to us before signups begin. Okay, so don't procrastinate on that. Now, let's assume that it's the proper day, it's the proper time, and we don't have any, all day activities or whatever. If all those conditions are met, when you click the link in PowerSchool, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. Now, this is just sort of a summary. It shows all day activities, morning activities, and then if you keep scrolling, afternoon activities. Most of the morning and afternoons are the same, although there are a few differences between the AM and the PM. So this is an opportunity to let you kind of review everything before you go into pick. Please remember that this is a first come, first serve. Okay. The moment you click the button, you choose a class and then click the button to choose it and submit that choice, you've got that seat. Okay, that's one less seat that's available for everybody else. So it's extremely important that you realize it's almost impossible for you to come after the fact and say, I want to change. You should not be picking based on what your friends are choosing. You should be picking based on what you think you can spend 9 days doing. If you think that after 2 days you're going to be totally bored with an activity and the other 7 you're just going to be sitting there frustrated, don't sign up for it. Okay? Pick something that you want to do. pick something that you're going to stick with, because the likelihood that you're going to be able to change your choice after the fact is almost zero. Okay, just I really want to make that clear to everybody. We have very limited number of seats. We get almost exactly the right number of activities so that everybody has a seat someplace, but there's not a lot of extra space for people to be moving around. Okay, I think I've emphasized that enough, right? So let's see what happens when you go to make a choice. So it turns out that this student, actually, I should also point out, please make sure that you see your name at the top here where it says welcome. Okay. So if your name is correct, um, we can come down to the bottom, say next to begin making our choices. Now, it turns out that this student that I'm playing with right now already has a morning session done. Okay, they're in a morning activity that's a half day audition class. So the system is just saying, you already have an AM class, you just need to go and pick your PM one. Okay, likewise, if you were in a PM activity and didn't have an AM one selected, it would let you pick an AM and then say, oh, you're all done. Okay. Now, this is the list of all of the afternoon activities in alphabetical order. So you want to scroll and find the one that you want to be in. So suppose you wanted to be in Twisted Fairy Tales. Okay. You just choose the button next to that, scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to say Submit Choice. If you click a different one, okay, it's going to undo the previous choice. So you can only choose one item here. Whichever the last item you clicked on, that's the one that you're going to be submitting. Okay, so double check and make sure you have the right circle filled in. Say Submit Choice. And then it's going to say Session Choice 2 has been added. You're all done. Your sessions have been saved. Now you can close this window and go on with your day. So we're finished. Okay, so that's if it was already set up for a morning class and I needed to pick an afternoon one. Here again, another some student. I go down to the bottom, and in this case, I have to pick a morning class. Okay? So I could do things like I could pick an AM, click next, and then pick a PM. It's important to note that this one activity, MAPS, Music and Poetry Synchronized, is an all-day activity. If you pick that, which I'm going to do right now, you will not be able to make an afternoon choice. Okay, just so you can see what that looks like. Right? Since you've chosen an all-day activity, you're done with your selections, and you're finished. So either way, whether you have to choose just a PM, or you choose an all-day AM activity, or you choose separate AM and PM, once you're finished, you should get this confirmation message, and at that point, you can close the screen and you're finished. Okay? I hope that goes over all of the main things that we need to focus on. Please be aware of the fact that each day another grade will start. So on Monday, 12th graders will be able to sign up starting at 12:15. Then on Tuesday, it will move to 11th graders, and then 10th graders, and then 9th graders on Thursday. Friday, there will not be any new grades signing up. We're going to be using that to close out high school signups. And then the following Monday and Tuesday, which I believe, if we look at the calendar, the 19th and the 20th, the 19th, 8th graders will sign up, and the 20th, 7th graders will sign up. Okay? So have a great weekend. Enjoy your Paideia signups, and we'll see you soon.